We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The 49ers, huh? 49ers? Yeah. 49ers, huh? Oh,
here's
shit.
the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln
49ers,
Financial
huh?
Field. Wishing he had a mulligan.
Yeah,
That's
off
not
you
how you
had
want to
you.
start the game.
Not at all,
Got
because
the
not
49ers,
only
bitch.
do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum
Fucking
of your team
49ers.
as you start a game.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
Why did he fall?
Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards. 40 in the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
He's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now.
Yeah, oh, you
come up on 1st and 10.
49ers, huh? Fucking 49ers, huh? Good throw, good throw.
That is caught by
Oh, your ass.
Touchdown.
With the 49ers. Oh, you right now.
A 14-yard
Get your ass beat, AP.
and the 49ers
Hey,
go
AP.
down the field in just
That's my name, too.
2 plays to take the early lead.
You in the AP.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
Love it.
And that is off the left upright. It's no
Get that AP.
good.
You hear that check?
Now he's back out there to
Hello.
boom this one away, maybe with
Check.
some frustration
Give me that
after the
AP.
PAT miss.
His ass is grass.
And this will be returned from deep in
Oh,
the
shit,
end
good
zone.
defense. Oh, shit, might know something.
Here inside the 20, good coverage as he's dropped at the
Might know
17.
something. He don't know shit, Coach Dish. He don't know shit, Coach Dish, like you know.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
He don't know shit, Coach Dish.
17-yard line. They'll start on the ground.
He don't know shit, Coach
And
Dish.
he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23. Back back to the running game with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to his.
I go all the online guys look at their own plays.
Into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that.
Man, pick your own play.
They knew about his mobility.
They
preached all week long. If he gets outside,
wait on me, huh?
find receivers in your
Pick your own fucking play, dude. Hate this.
Plays like that will continue to result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Mr. AP. You got the same name, dude. Pick your damn play. Pick your own play. Damn. Defense too. Pick your own play.
Take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. In motion right, Debo. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from a yard out, and the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 126 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Purdy from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And his kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Hurts going to run it himself. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run.
Coach suggestion. Coach suggestion. Every fucking play. Oh, fuck.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Wait, coach. Every damn play.
Very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive
Play how I play.
around the entire game, and
Pick your fucking
down on that run,
defense.
can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
I like playing fucking real. Pick your own plays. I like playing. Pick your own plays.
An extra point try now for Moody.
Pick your own damn plays. I like playing.
For his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to
But
extend
the real men play on it.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Coach suggestion. Garbage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
It's part of the game. Yeah, it is. But damn, you gotta use it. If I ain't using it, man, play the game right, dog.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, no, Snoop.
Try to drop one in.
Hell no. It was not smart at all. That was not smart at all.
The linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Swift going to try up the middle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. In motion is Gray. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Purdy to throw it on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw, Purdy. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
19 right. Hey, 73.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
This short throw caught by Goddard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Swift will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Samuel going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 45 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just... at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hurts going to keep it on the draw. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. This 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Here's a 2nd and 7. Able to shake him off. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get...
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert, and the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the gun, here's Swift. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's brought down at the 16. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. We'll get this up to about the 44.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. Flush to his right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Here's Purdy to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. And fortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here's Purdy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Purdy, big fourth down play. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Right side, and he finds Gray. Room past the 35, and he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, it's Purdy. Steps away to his left. Able to find Gray here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
God damn. You got me on time, bro? You got me on time? God damn. Nigga got me on time, bro. Bet. Nigga got me on time. Nigga got me on time, bro. AP?
First and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right.
Flag. Yeah. Damn, nigga got me on time?
So the contact came before.
Got me on time? Pick a play then. Watch the man, nigga.
And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard.
Watch your man, nigga. Watch your man, nigga.
Field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets halfway home.
Watch your man, bitch.
Pick up a 5. 2nd and 5.
Hide the ball. Hide the damn ball, Johnny.
They'll stay on the
Earl.
ground with Swift.
Hit him. Shut down.
2 straight runs
Back in it.
5 yards. 1st and 10.
Back in it. Hide the ball.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Okay.
On 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3rd and 8. Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Samuel in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Yo, 63, 63, 63.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll set up a throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On second down, Swift.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Oh, nice move. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
They'll try to run with Swift.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up.
Broccoli, bucket. Ooh. Oh, damn. It's all good.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach.
Oh, good piece there. Hey.
Moving the ball down the field.
So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself
Coming out.
on the line of scrimmage.
He coming out.
Goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground.
Come here, defense.
And not much there.
Good defense.
Yard up to the 24.
Come on, defense.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9.
A give running left.
Oh, shit. Oh, I hate you.
Now he's into the clear again. Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
Takes it
God.
down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go again.
35 yards rushing for him now as his
Oh, my
big
God.
night continues.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Come on, man. Screen went up. Then the screen went up instead of.
He is in. Touchdown. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I
Damn,
don't care
screen
what
went up,
they do
bro.
now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the
No,
top
two.
of play
Yeah.
action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Purdy will throw for it. Dancing to his left.
Come here. Come here, bitch ass nigga. You crazy?
Trying to push that to a 3-point game.
Like it?
Instead of it staying one.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case,
Try
I
it again.
understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just
He
up
didn't.
two. Right? So field goal still
Damn, sure
puts the
did.
team ahead. So you go for two here.
Just like. Give me a field goal. Thank you, sir.
Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
Gave me a field
Let's
goal.
face it, it was executed well.
Yeah, you
It
me.
wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal
Give me a damn
outcome
field
actually
goal.
came to play. Analytics
Is it a
will
40?
tell you it's a
To the 40?
low
Go and do it.
possibility
No, run
of
the
getting
fucking
the
ball.
Team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers,
All
aren't you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Once again, it's Swift.
Or down.
And this time not quite to the 30.
Yeah.
It'll be down at the
Get a field goal out of it.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Get a field goal out of it.
Nice crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hurts throw here, take it in.
Get down.
He's able to find Goddard.
Get your ass hit.
15 yards there on an Eagle first
Don't
down.
fall on me.
What a nice example there of a tight end.
You gonna fumble on me.
How about how he worked his way to the outside?
You lost, dude.
Made sure he secured the catch. And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking
Kick.
right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
What a catch.
All the way to the 2-yard line there before
What a got. Ooh, what a catch.
it'll be a gain of 16 for numbers number 16.
You lost the guy.
This continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Oh, good defense.
The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
Right, yeah.
How about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fight the ball.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead
He's
moves
like,
up to 7.
we're not in love. I like getting a little milk from me, y'all.
Here comes a return from the middle of
It's
the
a fucking hot. A fumble?
Actually, the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pick.
In motion right, Debo.
No, no, hell no. No, hell no. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Across the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5.
Oh, shit.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
Oh, get him. Kill him. Dang, wrong fucking play.
Athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he is getting better really as the night's going on.
155 yards?
It's crunch time.
We don't care. Only you lose.
In both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh,
First and 10.
Oh, man.
That's completed. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Why we change play or shit?
Get there, tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco
I change play, Gringo up.
Christian McCaffrey punching it in from the yard away. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Swift. Taking it right down Broadway. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it,
touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something.
No hit.
Yeah.
Cool too.
Could your chances of a comeback. That's the right call there. Just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cool too.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Defense.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Purdy.
The defense.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
Is he crazy? Is he crazy?
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
Is he crazy? Is he crazy? He's short. He's short. He's short, motherfucker. Ball game. What? What? Good defense. Good defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Oh, they're going to run a little.
No. Cool.
Great job there. What? That one defensively. They struck him out. Would not allow him to cut outfield.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing, Purdy. Looking for Gray, and he's got it.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw.
Good defense. Good defense. Good defense.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw.
Hey, Nick it.
Across midfield, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
He's back to throw.
Defense.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Defense is crazy. Defense is crazy.
And let your offense catch its breath and let's us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in a huddle. So they're ready if a tackle happens.
Defense is crazy.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Come here. Homer. Hold it. Try it again. Homer coming. Do it again. Dumb ass.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Good defense. Good defense.
That ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Good defense. One more stop. Defense. One more stop. One more stop. One more stop.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye. Put up 40. Put up 40.
Not that offense that comes up with the huge play.
40.
The countenance of the defenders, so calm, so ready.
40. One
No
is there.
evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Get it back.
They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Ball is there.
The offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a
Oh,
fine line
shit.
letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting
Hey,
to
watch
the
it.
hands team
Time out. Nope.
just
Nope.
in
Pick,
time and out right
nope. Pick your own play.
to the flag.
Nope. Pick your own play.
Their 3rd and final timeout.
Pick your own
And
play.
as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Fresh off that pick 6, here's Purdy.
No. 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 No.
Down to 15 seconds here.
Defense.
Let's face it, this defense
Good
has had
defense.
shared struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them
Hey.
if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, I can't move.
Purdy looking to throw.
No.
He's got a man complete.
Who cares?
And he is
Who fucking cares?
in zone for
Who
the
cares?
touchdown. So
Still
they
ball
still
game.
need a miracle. Well, the clock
Still
runs
ball
out,
game.
but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Still ball game, buddy.
From where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick, and a little extra.
Still ball game, buddy.
The onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time.
Come here.
You want to be able to grab it, possess
Look
it,
at that
drop it, tap that, what you
defense.
just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least
Uh-oh.
one play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get it back.
And this is going to be recovered by
I'll give it to you. Get it back.
loose.
Get it back.
One of the linebackers is getting
I'll give it to you. Still fucked over. Can't watch your name. Niggas.
already at the line. This Philly
Stay watching
offense
that.
set to go.
Niggas.
And this one all over, but
Pick
the
y'all own
shot
plays.
save. Yeah, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but
You got beat.
need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would
A
use
real male
it
player.
strictly for pride.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final
Time out. For what? 6 fucking seconds.
Good starting field position for them here. As
I'm
they
burning the
come
whole
up
clock
first
out.
and 10
Anyway.
at the 41-yard line.
Turn the whole clock out. Anyway.
Throwing is Hurts.
3, 2, 1, throw away.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
41, 33.
The partner under the lights.
Eagles and Patriots.
This
Score.
offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think
Fuck
it's
out of here.
as simple as this.
Bitch
Some
ass nigga.
players, some teams, they're just meant for the big
Fuck out of
stage.
one.
And when they get a chance to play
Fuck
this
out of
type
here.
atmosphere, where all eyes are
AP.
on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up
No
and they
fucking
show out.
AP, nigga. Change your name. I'm AP. Change your fucking name. Change your fucking name.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Purdy going to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Down the right sideline.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy now to throw.
Forced out to his left. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at the 18.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Tua. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's chosen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Chosen, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Motion to the left with Jennings. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy.
He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Purdy.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy off the play fake.
Out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua.
That is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
57's the mic. Mike 57. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57 1 hard. Defense. Let's go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
97. Watch the safety creep. Number 2, ice jab. Ice jab. Number 2, ice jab.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A desperation heave for the end zone. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Play action. Now Purdy steps away. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle as time expires in the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitancy. Often works really well for offensive guys.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
To the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action here. Purdy. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. 3rd and 19. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Tua getting it quick, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 23 yards for the touchdown. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive with Williams to about the 40-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Stidham. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Stidham. Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And, oh, this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the referee signals it is a 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now third down and very long. As they've got it as we resume action. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stidham to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now it's Stidham. Eluding the pressure right. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. It's still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Stidham sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Stidham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Williams looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Stidham. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. 19, 18. 25. 19, light. Deuce, 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 deuce. Foul out, Yanni. 19 tight. 19 tight. 47. Check, check. 47. You ain't.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Stidham, off play action. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And down right around the 32-yard line 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd down and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, 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 check. Bang, 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 bang.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Again, it's Williams. And he's got room. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Now Stidham. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Whip. Watch the whip. Kyle Leviani. Hey, 73.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Once again, it's Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stidham. Buying time to his left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.